So I just came back from Gulbenkian. I went to see this exposition by Paulo Rego and Adriana Verjão. Paulo Rego is without a doubt my favorite artist of all time. Adriana is a Brazilian artist. I didn't know her work, and I was so surprisingly happy to see it. She uses a lot of texture in her paintings, kind of makes them like tear apart, and out of them comes with something that looks like blood and meat. So it's like her works are like a living thing. It's so beautiful. I don't know, it really reminded me of cannibalism as a metaphor, just because it's so focused on meat and texture and blood. It was so visceral. I loved it. So my friend, she's very sensitive, and when she was little, when she would see a painting by Paulo Rego, she would feel sick and she would eventually vomit. Not because they're ugly, not at all, but because they're so visceral too. Like, there's something about them that is so grotesque, and it touches a part of you it feels really disturbing. I look at her paintings and I see this fucked up Alice in Wonderland sort of thing. I really like them. They speak so much to me. My favorite is Woman Dog. At the moment I'm reading Boy Parts, and in another video I said I was not gonna like this. I'm only at the beginning, and this is my bookmark, James Dean. It is an intriguing story. Like, I'm intrigued, I want to see what happens, but is Irina insufferable? Yes. I don't think that unlikable characters are meant to truly be unlikable, in the sense that if you don't care for the person that you're reading about, why would you read it? It's like Humbert from Lolita. He is unlikable for obvious reasons, but he's still charming. There's something about him that is attractive, not in the sense of something physical or sexual, but he is attractive as a character. You want to know more about him, why he acts the way he acts, where his actions will lead to. But with Irina, like, it's not that I don't see her as I can see someone who will act the same way that she will, so in that sense she is well written. But I don't see why the people around her act the way they act towards her. It's almost like everyone around her is afraid of her and worships her. And it's like writing a Mean Girl from the 2000s. You know, it feels a bit unreal with that part. But taking that, once again, I really like the art critique in this. And she talks about erotic art, contemporary art, conceptual art. I like that. I devour that. I ended up having to go to a mall nearby to get a tea set. It's huge. Oh. I'm gonna have so much fun for the next couple days. But my boyfriend asked me to get this because his dad is right now with us and he likes to drink tea. That's so cute. And he didn't have any tea set at home. So yeah, I got this. I really rather getting something secondhand, especially when it's things for my house. And I mean, they're wonderful tea sets secondhand, but I just had no time. I think she's pretty. There were these little teacups that had horses in them, and they were so cute, but they didn't have a teapot to match. And my OCD said, no, you will get a set. A full set. And that's what I got. Okay. This. And then I actually think that I will be making a matcha right now because I'm going to study. And it's gonna be late at night, evening, and I need to focus and stay awake. So I need caffeine. I just got in my jammies because I like to study, super comfortable. Maybe that's what makes me fall asleep. But yeah, I made a huge teacup of matcha, and hopefully I can study what I want. I have one month to prepare for the exam, and on one side my tutor said that the exam itself, it's easy, and I'm also a really big nerd on art history. It was my favorite subject in high school. I got like top grades. So that's good. But another thing is, I mean, it's an exam, so they're super tricky with the questions. And also, I study theater, so a lot of the art history that I studied was specified in theater. So like sculpture and paintings. I have little knowledge to that. I have like the common art knowledge of who are the authors and everything, and the art movements. And then I have another exam. So yeah, wish me luck. So today it's Monday, and right now I'm gonna have lunch with a friend. We're going to this vegan restaurant called Green Affair. I love that place. And I'm gonna be doing some reading update on the subway, which is my favorite place to read. I think I read much more on public transportation than my own home. But yeah, still reading boy parts. I haven't done much reading lately because I've been busy studying. And also, outfit of the day, we got a cowhide bag, and you can't see my shoes. I'm gonna take them off. These Massimo Dutti shoes. I wanted to go for like a cowhide theme, but still give like a spring vibe. The weather extremely weird and schizophrenic right now. Like it's raining and then it's sunny and then it's super windy. So I think I can manage that with this. I'm gonna manage with this outfit. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you later. I'm gonna give a bit of an update on boy parts. So for those who don't know, Irina, she's a photographer and she's kind of this sociopath. She's obsessed with taking photos of young men, men who look very androgynous and feminine, and she has this almost male gaze way to look into men as subjects in her photography. They're very explicit pictures. She even has this main client who is kind of a creep. She sends a few messages to him saying that she cannot share her last pictures with him because the subject was in fact a minor, and he says, so what? Help! Last chapter I read, Irina was going out with her friend Flo, which she has this interesting and weird dynamic, so she doesn't really seem to like Flo, but I think she sticks around with her because she likes to be admired by her, which is a dynamic that's very similar to the one in My Year of Rest and Relaxation. However, in this one, it's particularly different because Flo has this huge crush on Irina, and Irina knows about this, and she just likes attention. They're going out with their friend Finch, and Irina embarrasses Finch, is mean to Flo, and then eventually will embarrass another guy, Will, who was a model for her pictures. At a certain point throughout the book, Irina mentions a lot about extreme cinema, which I find really funny because she's going to mention films like Salou, who, I mean, they are disturbing, but she calls them extreme cinema, and I would say those are at the tip of the iceberg, you know? They're not that weird and extreme comparing to some other films made, which I have not watched, because I'm gonna stick to Martyrs, I'm gonna stick to Salou, and that's it. I'm not going to see The Human Centipede. That's just not my cup of tea. And I understand that Irina is supposed to be a character satire. There's a point in the book where she was having this inner dialogue and she was just criticizing white people. She's white, to the point where, like, what? Like, we all know this person. She was saying, like, oh, white people suck. And I know I'm white, but I don't count because I'm not that white comparing to other white. It was just something crazy. She's meant to be satire, but again, when you have an unlikable character, I'm not going to really care for what happens to them. So if something bad or good happens to Irina, I'm going to be very indifferent about it. It is an intriguing plot. You see that she's hitting something, and her whole field is interesting. I want to learn more about the other artists that she mentions in the book, but she is very insufferable, very much so. I would like to do some reading now. I have to study, but I want to read. But I have to study. I'm gonna set my priorities and then figure out what I'm gonna do. And actually, I'm gonna have my play tonight, so I also need to get ready for that. I'm quite nervous, so probably won't be able to study. So then I'll read. Great. And yeah, that is it. Also, yesterday I went to this antique shop in Chiat called Tommy, and it's a very nice shop. However, I think it's a bit overpriced. There were these, there was this like little portrait of this girl. I wanted it for my room. It was like this wood portrait. And it was 20 euros, and it was a cute thing, not 20 euros worth it, I think. But I understood that the shop really, like, they just set their prices super high. They had like crystal things and everything could cost like over 100 euros. So yeah, maybe next time I need to be more mindful about my expenses. And also there was this little statue of a swan, which I saw last time I was there last year ago. It didn't get sold, but it was 35 euros. I was like, why did I get this the first time? That's why I didn't. And yeah, but I recommend if you're looking for something specific and maybe like like a collector's piece because they have a lot of variety and some unique finds.
Comme toi.
C'est aussi demain ton avion?
Toujours demain.
Demain, absolument.
Oui. Le film a du retard.
I am so late. So I'm gonna meet a friend now. We're going to walk through Lisbon. I think we're going to Dona Ajuda. And I wanted to give a bit of a reading update. Actually, I've been starting to reread Ana Karenina. I picked on that book a couple of years ago and for some reason just decided to stop reading it. I think it's just because it was a bit difficult for me to find time to read that specific book because I could only read it at home because it's so big, so I wasn't really taking it outside of the house. But now I'm picking it up again and I'm really liking it. It's not difficult like you think it's gonna be. It's just super big and has so many characters, so it can get a bit confusing. But if you have a little paper on you with the names of the characters and their nicknames, then you're fine, you're good to go. I'm currently on the third part of the book. Now it's focusing on, is it Betsy or Kitty? Betsy. Why do I call her Kitty? I think her Betsy, she's right now with her mother. I think they're in Germany and she made a new friend and she really likes this girl. She has qualities of a simple and honest person and Betsy really admires that. She really wants to have those certain qualities, those that are more mature and less superficial, and she kind of wants to have that too. Also, I'm very, very happy because I'm also going to class today. And in this class, we're going to be giving The Lover by Marguerite Duras, which was a book that I read because of the class of today. And I'm so excited because we're going to be discussing a book. And yeah, I love to yap. I'm that annoying girl that won't shut up in class. Pisca o Capricórnio. I actually really like this piece. I know it's super long, but the effect, I think that it's cute. I think the sleeve should be a bit shorter, but honestly, I have to tailor every single thing that I own. So like, that's okay for me, but I should save some money. I got things for my house and I need stuff for my house, but another blazer, like I have 5. So maybe I shouldn't get it. I don't know. Like it's vintage and it's cute. I don't know. I ended up getting a few things in Dona Ajuda. So here's a mini haul. First, we have this frame, this golden frame. It kind of gave me Nouveau vibes, that's why I got it. And honestly, I'm more excited to clean this because I've been obsessed with polishing silvers and metals. It's so satisfying just seeing everything getting clean and shining. So it's gonna be my project for the afternoon. And I wanted something for my nightstand. I wanted to replace the golden frame that I have for something a bit more vintage. I just have a golden frame from IKEA and I wanted something a bit more authentic. Then I got this little swan. Can you see? Like, it is quite dirty. Also, I'm gonna have fun cleaning that. But I was looking for a swan like this for about a year now, and it was only €3, so yeah, why not? I'm considering like painting a bit here, but I don't know if I can do that over the coat of polish, and I don't know if I will regret it later on, so I'm still deciding on that. I also like to collect postcards. Like, it's a bit of a niche interest I have. I have a big postcard collection. If you guys are possibly interested in a video of that, like, please say that in the comments. I don't know if it's actually interesting or something that I specifically am very much interested in. Me and my friend, we like to collect postcards. The ones I got were, I think, truly special. They had a deal for 3 postcards for €2, so also a great purchase. The first one is this man eating some oysters, and I got this because he's literally me. I love myself some oysters, and he looked so happy eating them, so I was like, yeah, I need to get this. That's me. He's literally me. And then I got this one. It's a woman with a borzoi dog. I've been obsessed with these dogs lately. I think since I've been reading Night Bitch. I don't know why, but oh, because it was a dog. Like there was a cover of the book with that dog, I think. If not, a very similar, also longish dog. So that's why I'm obsessed since then, because of Night Bitch. And also, like, really cute, but the special thing about this is that it has text. And I have one that also got in Dona Ajuda with text in it, and they're truly special. Very beautiful to read, the little letter that the person wrote. And the last one is also like that. This is the front, just the front has a lot of text in it. And what I really liked about it was also has texture. Oh, you can't see it, but it feels super nice. And then in the back, like, that is a lot. That is a lot. So yeah, I decided to get these 3 ones, but there were so many, so cute. I said, like, only 3. You can only get 3. Oh, I ended up getting this. I think I can make a really good summer outfit with this, even though it's a blazer. If I put like a sundress under it, or a more lighter shirt and some shorts or a mini skirt, I think I can actually wear this during the summer. Maybe a more cooler summer day, but I really liked it. And it was super long, which is not common for the blazers that I own, so I couldn't resist. My friend borrowed me this book, Brutes. This was popular on the internet a few months ago, and she was reading it, but she wasn't really enjoying it, but she said that maybe I would like this. It's supposed to be kind of like the Virgin Suicides, but it has a bit of a Lynchian vibe to it, and I love David Lynch, so she said that maybe I liked it. I really like mysteries. I like something to do with murder. My guilty pleasure is watching those Poirot films, you know, like, I think there's now a trilogy and they're gonna do another one. Please just make all the remakes of Poirot, because even though they're far from being a cinematic masterpiece, they're just so enjoyable. I want to know, I need to know who murdered, I need to know what happened. So I am a very big fan of mystery and murder, and I think there's a murder in here, so maybe I'm gonna like this. But please, if you've read this, write it down in the comments, your thoughts about it, what you think, do you like this or not? So yeah, that's my little haul. Right now, I'm leaving the house to go to a bookstore so I can get a book for my boyfriend's friend. And yeah, I'm gonna be entertained for like the next hour or so, trying to pick up something that he likes. I'll probably pick something from Antigna, this Portuguese publisher. They have a very interesting selection, and it's like his type. I can't really explain, but it is. It's kind of that more left-wing type of publisher. He's gonna like it. He's gonna like it. I just came back from the bookstore. I ended up getting the book Until August by Garcia Marquez. I have to say, I got the most basic book. You know why? Because if not that, I wouldn't be beating up the weird girlfriend allegations. I got a lot of erotica, and that is simply because, well, that's my taste. that's just it. Like, there was Marquis de Sade, there was the book Emmanuel, and then there was Our Lady of the Flowers by Jean Genet, which I didn't know it was erotica until I read what it was about, which is a male prostitute. But I really like Jean Genet, so I was like, oh, this is a good author. This is a nice author. Like, it's not my fault I like Sade. Is it? I really like to get my boyfriend's friends books and just like me being the one who picks them out so that I can just take my time at a bookstore and be like, like, what are they gonna like? Is this their vibe? Is this their vibe? Is erotica their vibe? Oh, really? I didn't get the book from Antigona, the publisher that I was talking about. We have some very interesting, more independent publishers here in Portugal. Antigona is one of them. Also, another good one is Sistema Solar, Tinta da China. I like Tinta da China for Fernando Pessoa, but just so many. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Someone else once commented that they wanted a video on Portuguese books. Hear me out. I have not read that much Portuguese literature. I don't think more than the one that I was obliged to read during school, and I know I should read more Portuguese authors, but well, yeah, I definitely should, because there's some very interesting books out there. I just have other priorities, like books that I've been meaning to read for a long time, or authors that I consider to be bigger and better, more international ones. So yeah, because like you may have heard of José Saramago. He's not my cup of tea. Not at all. I like Essa de Queiroz. I have read Primo Basílio, and that was not like a book that you need to read in high school. I read it because I wanted to. Also, I have not read Maias, which was a book that we were supposed to read, but no one in my class read because we gave the book in like 2 weeks, so no one really had the time. We were too busy memorizing lines, and so I'll probably read that one. It's like a Portuguese Bible. It's like really, really big. I think that is it. This is kind of the end of my week, so I'm gonna say bye to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you're still watching at this point, but if so, then thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!